Okay, welcome back to OccupySFTV here at Kezar Gardens, Golden Gate Park, San Francisco. It is now December 21st, 2012. The world hasn't ended.
Is it 12:12?
What the fuck? I'm disappointed.
Is it 12:12?
It's 05. 12:05.
12:12 is a point we should mark.
At 12:12.
12:12 a.m.
Okay.
And then there's 12:12 p.m. just afternoon. So those are two points.
Two points in the day to celebrate today.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll get the first one in before anybody else, if they're already sleeping. I know there's quite a few people sleeping already. And then we'll get that second one in the middle of the day with everybody else.
Yeah.
It's up.
Yeah.
So that's cool. All right. I told you I'd get that camera to work.
Awesome.
So we're gonna go check out some more planter boxes. And these look like they're new. They weren't here last time I was here, but this is pretty cool system here. A tiered box system for planting small plants and herbs. I'm gonna wait a minute here while Ron gets set up to go. You ready? I'll walk around some more and tell more about the garden. All right, great.
You carry the light, or?
Yeah, you do the light and I'll do the camera. I can do the follow cam. So, funny thing is nobody's watching. We should go back and see it. Let's go back out to the van and see what they're doing before we do anything else. I really don't feel like walking around streaming if nobody's going to watch. I mean, it's fun, but you know, I didn't come here just to stream nothing at night. Came here to save the garden and show that there was some solidarity of people here. I'm kind of disappointed that people didn't, you know, I mean, I heard there were 30 here the other night, and then there were 8 last night. So why is there only 8 again tonight when there's people that were supposed to be mobilized to come up here?
Well, the reality is that we know that Wednesday is the only day that the sheriff does evictions in San Francisco.
Wednesday.
Yeah, right. So, so we were here Tuesday night. That's why there were 30 people Tuesday night.
Well, all right. Well, that's good. But
so now we're just the people who want to actually start living here and working here are.
That's why everybody left, because they don't want to live here and work here.
Right. Yeah, there's some people want to actually start live and work down where we had the bee in, you know, the big open lot, because we can actually create nice, good-sized gardens down there that doesn't have the shade of the trees at the low sun angles.
So the groups are kind of together,
well,
they're together, but they're apart.
Right.
All right. Well,
it's a satellite.
I guess I can
this
see.
This is base camp because
you know,
this is ours. That they can kick us out of, but we're going to go take it until they do.
All right. Well. Okay. You know, I mean, I think that if people were working together collaboratively to work on one project, more shit would get done efficiently and effectively than trying to do 50,000 different little actions at the same fucking time. Excuse my language, but I'm pissed because, you know, I mean, people were like, yeah, we'll be there and stuff, and I'm sure Mike wouldn't tell me to come up here if they weren't gonna be there, you know, but hey,
and we are here.
You know, we are here. There's us.
There's
but
some of us
it'd be nice if some people would communicate a little more often.
Some of us
I mean,
that have already moved into the manager's cabin there.
Yeah.
And you know, we've got our altar. There's a lot of tools there. And, I'm going to start teaching
right over there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, we were standing outside, and I said, we're sleeping inside. Inside, we've got things set up where that'll become an arts and crafts center and shop during the day, and a little bunkhouse at night. So we're here.
Yeah.
We have arrived.
Well, the
And
8 of you, well, 8
we're the
with
ones
me.
we've been waiting for.
Yeah, we are the ones we've been waiting for.
And we're the ones they've been waiting for, and they don't know it yet.
Yeah, well, I'm still a little skeptical on the people that say that they're for the movement, but they're really armchair captains.
Yeah.
You know,
That's fine.
and you know,
That's fine. They don't need to do anything more
I'm
than
an
just
oath
voice their
keeper.
support.
You know,
So am I.
so that's
I'm a
why you're
Vietnam
here.
vet.
That's why we're here, brother.
You're
That's
veteran
why
from
we're
where?
here, veterans.
From where?
I didn't go to Vietnam or anything like that. No. I did enough time in the military that I'm a veteran.
Cool.
So,
Awesome.
awesome. You know, I didn't like the
I
military.
had an
didn't
incredible adventure in the Army.
That's awesome. It wasn't for me. I didn't think that the military was.
I ended up in because a friend of mine pulled some strings. I ended up in the military intelligence unit, detached from the Pentagon, in on the second floor of a shopping center, about 15 miles away, and I ended up not liking it there and volunteering to go to Vietnam to get out of there.
Wow.
And in Vietnam, I just had I had a blast. I worked with all the polygraph warrant officer, military intelligence agent, polygraph examiners. So I learned
Sounds
about
pretty
truth.
interesting.
I learned about truth and truthfulness, and I learned about, you know.
So am I being honest?
I know now why polygraph is not admissible in court, because technically polygraph is forcing your body to testify against you if you're telling a lie. And you can take the Fifth Amendment, but your body can't. So that's unconstitutional. So polygraph is not admissible in a court of law.
That's right. You know, if you go and
Hi.
Yeah, they can't really see us. It's pretty dark.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
But they can hear us quite well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check over here real quick. Mike, what are you up to? Are you? Right on. Well, there's a place to get food around here. Yeah. Kind of what?
There's a McDonald's over there.
I won't eat at McDonald's, thank you.
Okay.
I'm just here to show solidarity with the rest of the retreat members.
Right. Yeah, you got other places you could park your camp.
Well, this is
I'll do a quick perimeter
this is that
patrol
beachhead
here.
now.
I want to go see how much light this thing actually lets in. If I walk over here where it's a little brighter on the street, you know, people should be able to see. You want to cruise around the corner with me real quick? Yeah. All right. See what we get here. I want to thank the viewers for tuning in. This is kind of a test stream. The equipment I'm still using has been fully tested. I'm just testing my ability to... Oh yeah, look at that. That's a great picture. Well,
Yeah, there we go.
I mean,
Really?
here, let's see. Since I've got this thing set up on I got a camera on a stick.
Oh, so
I
you
can
walk and talk.
I can walk along and talk to the viewers at the same time with you. You know,
That's cool.
something like this. So we're gonna walk over here. You know, hey, look, wood. We could build a little tree like she was saying. I don't know where she went, but that would work perfectly. This is just part of the Golden Gate Park. As you know, it's very large. Yeah, I like the way I set up my toys. This is fun.
Is this your maiden voyage?
No, well, it's a maiden voyage for
doing-
having it set up so clean. I mean, this is really clean. I've got the camera on a stick, and if I think that I know everything's running good, I can just throw this in my pocket. And a lot of times I'll just connect this up on my backpack, and I can walk around, and I don't even have to hold the stick. But you know, here's a view of Kezar Gardens, it's all back in there. Runs down to the corner there, and then back up and around. It's a kind of a
This is where
odd shaped.
This is where Lincoln emerges from Frederick.
Lincoln and Frederick. It splits either direction, and this is Aguelo. Aguelo.
Aguelo.
Okay.
The dead end of Aguelo.
My Spanish isn't too good. I try. But here, let's see. I could probably even just set this down for a minute here, like that. See, that's why I designed it like this. I can set that down with the battery, you know, give it an angle like that.
My youngest son is a videographer, Steadicam guy, video editor at MST studios in New York.
Oh.
These are studios that I built in the 90s. So I'm hoping to, I'm going to start fishing to see if I can hook them into having kind of the first exclusive ride on filming Papa Ron's Adventures with OccupySF.
Papa Ron's Adventures with OccupySF. Well, you're being filmed now, and this is an adventure.
It is. It's a great adventure.
Yes, it is. Life is a great adventure.
But I'd like to have camera crews that go with us.
That sounds like fun. I'd love to do that.
People with B-roll stuff on us all the time. You know, there's 2 or 3 little quick cams. Get the B-roll.
Yeah, it's quick clips. Yeah. So, now what should we do? Wander around some more?
Sure.
Why not? Whew. Is there any other history or anything you want to?
Well, actually, if you're
That's a stop for them. We can go.
If you're up for a bit of an adventure,
Well, we need a little bit of light, but I mean, if you have any stories to tell about the area.
I've got the light here.
What's that? Say again?
I have the light.
Oh,
here.
that's right. You have the light. Excellent. Excellent, Smithers. Excellent.
Does that give a good character?
That's
I can pretend this is a microphone, right?
probably, yeah.
Hello,
That's
folks.
pretty good character.
Hello, folks. I'm talking to you through the light waves here. Because,
Light waves.
Yes, I
You-
am in the Matrix, but not of the Matrix.
Here, don't blind yourself too much. How's that look?
Awesome.
Okay. So we'll walk and talk.
Okay, let me introduce myself. I have a number of names. The young folks around here mostly know me as Papa Ron. I'm Papa Ron, Occupy San Francisco. I began occupying with them on Veterans Day a year ago, 11/11/11, and a month later, I
Wait.
was with a number of them. I was arrested illegally in front of the Federal Reserve at about 5 a.m. on a Sunday morning. I say illegally because I was cited for lodging, and lodging is what they said was lying in or on a sleeping bag on the sidewalk. I was doing none of that. I had no sleeping bag. I was sitting in a chair, holding the vigil, talking to someone, explaining what we were doing here at Occupy. And I was arrested along with the rest of them. I was put in plastic handcuffs. They threw my jacket down off my shoulders, so it was down around my arms. They took my hat off my head and stuck it in my hands that were handcuffed behind my butt, and kept me in a stockade after transporting us in a paddy wagon for 2 hours in freezing weather. And my cold went into bronchitis. I had to go to the VA hospital. All of my stuff, my backpack and another bag that I had, with my laptop computer and a lot of historical personal things that were very important to me, they would not allow me to pick them up when they arrested me. DPW took them to their impound lot down on...
That's San Francisco Department of Public Works?
Yes, right.
Okay, so they they stole your stuff.
They stole my stuff, and this was on a Sunday. Monday morning, they opened it up.
And you're a veteran?
I'm a veteran. I'm a Vietnam veteran.
That's unbelievable. You protected those people's rights.
Yeah.
You know, you went to war for our country, for the rights of freedom, and here they are stealing your stuff and throwing it away, or just selling or who knows.
They didn't actually throw it away. It was worse than that. They
sold it?
It was there. No, it was there for me to go and claim, but since I was in the hospital, I couldn't go and claim it for 2 days. I didn't get there until Wednesday, and by Wednesday, none of my stuff was there because I'd heard several people tell me that they'd seen some of the homeless who were hanging out with Occupy who had gotten arrested.
I see.
Going back and to claim their stuff and then just grabbing anything they thought was valuable and walking out with it. And DPW didn't do anything to check.
They didn't check, right.
So DPW looked the other way and let the homeless steal my shit.
Well, and also the police didn't do their job right because when they arrested you, they didn't tag your stuff.
They shouldn't have arrested me in the first place.
Of course not.
They knew it. They had been watching me all night. They knew that I was not on the sidewalk. They knew it. But they had orders from Homeland Insecurity. I say that intentionally. Homeland Insecurity. Since Homeland Security has come along, we have become more and more insecure as sovereign citizens. They are taking our rights away, left and right. What do you think 9/11 was about?
They've been doing it for years.
Yeah. Okay. We won't go into that tonight.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, we're here to save Khazar Gardens.
Yeah, we're here to save Khazar Gardens. Telling stories is good, though. I mean, that's definitely something that's valuable information that needs to be put out there and archived and stuff. And I certainly love going for walks with people that want to get on camera and talk about their occurrences at OccupySF or in Oakland or whatever.
I got a lot of tales to tell.
Here we are at one of the gates in Khazar Stadium. I don't know if people can see that or not. Let me take a look. I doubt they can see that up there, but what? No dogs? Oh no, more bars. Not good. Yeah, there's some light here.
I love the way those columns look down there.
What do they use this field for? Usually like events and activities. I saw people jogging there.
Yeah, it's a soccer field with a running track.
Huh.
So it might be for one of the high schools nearby.
Let's see. I'm gonna set this
It might also be
down.
used for other things.
Set this down for a minute.
I think it would be a really nice place for us to have our Occulympics.
Huh. Yeah. What are we gonna do in the Occulympics? I mean, what's
We're basically anyone who won a gold medal or a silver medal or a bronze medal in the original Olympics can't participate.
right?
This is for everybody else who wants to come back and get a shot at their moment of fame. Because
I don't think it's a moment of fame. It's just, I mean, some people it's a moment of fame, but I think that it's just to accelerate in your field of study. I mean, a lot of people study running or something. When they're athletes, it's a specialty. It's like a shrink or a surgeon.
So what I'd like to do is to actually open it up for competition, for athletic competition, but then to have them how community involved are they? What have they done to help Because the Boy Scouts, you know, are getting such bad press right now that, you know, we don't need the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts. We'll just create the Eagle Scouts. And it'll be for
I thought they had an Eagle Scouts.
Well, no, Eagle Scouts is the highest ranking you can get in the
Eagle Scout.
The Eagle Merit Badge or whatever, the Eagle Badge. It's the highest level you can get in the Boy Scouts.
Okay.
But to go beyond Boy Scouts with Eagle Scouts, because there was a...
Yeah, let's head back this way. It's kind of windy over here.
It's windy over here.
Yeah. What were you saying about the Eagle Scouts?
I'd like to create something, Eagle Scouts, that's similar to Sea Scouts. And Sea Scouts was a scouting program for young people to go and actually get a experience sailing sail vessels on the open waters. And so, you know, up on the coast of Maine, they still build wooden ships. And they still teach people how to build wooden ships. So I want to create a new industry of recreating some of the old coastal sailing schooners for carrying cargo, and then take those schooners out into the South Pacific and use them for ferrying cargo around to all the smaller islands.
Do you think maybe we could do that with something other than wood or trees? Could we do that with instead of like recycling materials somehow?
Let's explore it. Let's explore it.
Sounds like fun. Definitely. We're here at this is one of the back gates or not? This isn't part of the garden.
This isn't part of the garden. This is
Oh.
the service area for the park.
Oh, service area. And that looks like a little ticketing window right over there.
I wish we had that trailer right there.
Yeah, that trailer.
Make it
I
a
wish
Conestoga wagon.
I wish I had that truck right over there.
Fine too.
It'd be nice. I'd be able to do a lot more streaming in a lot more places.
Oh, look at the moon behind the clouds up there.
Mm. Yeah, unfortunately the viewers aren't going to be able to see that.
Yeah. If Deborah were here, she would say, "Oh, that's the Lord coming on the clouds."
The Lord coming on the clouds? Huh. Where did she disappear to?
Oh, she's in the trailer.
Oh, she went in the trailer?
Yeah. Hey, you want to go in the trailer?
I've been in there, yeah.
No, you haven't been in there tonight, though.
Oh yeah, I came in. Remember I came in and saw you guys earlier?
Oh, okay.
You were working on something.
Oh, all right. No, I don't remember.
That's all right. And here's not that you guys can see it too well, but a back gate. It's, like I said, it's not that big. It's just from and 20 where I am here. It's about 40 feet that way, about another 40 feet over here to the corner. A little, like I said, a little odd shaped. It's got a bend on this corner, and once you get down to the other end, you'll see that it's not exactly square or anything, but or rectangular, but
triangular piece of land.
kind of triangular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The point is cut off just a little bit, but it's still pretty much a triangle. But with a big curve on this side, actually, it's kind of the shape of a sail. You know, that billowing sail. There we go.
Looks like we have some activity here. Who showed up? What's happening?
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Hi, Mick.
Hey.
And Stacy.
What's up? Well, yeah, just take and
liberated
unplug
some
that
stuff
orange
from the
extension cord right over there and plug in.
I'm already charging, dude. I'm
Oh,
already.
is that you in the tent?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's me. Yeah, I told you I needed that. That's I said I figured it all out.
Yeah, well, and I explained this to people before too. That long ass extension cord.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the way it pulls a lot of electricity. A lot of electricity extended and all that extension cord shit.
I know.
It's enough to like power whatever you're doing. Sometimes all
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to set that there. Sorry, guys. We're gonna have to do something else because I can't hold this the entire time I'm standing here talking to these guys. I gotta hug my brothers. So, trying to prop this here without losing audio video. I don't think that's gonna work. Damn it. Give me something else to prop this in. What's this? Can I prop this in here? Good.
I
Hold on. Papa, where's that flashlight? Here, no, I was gonna. What are you up to, man?
Oh, shit.
About 5'8".
5'8". Right on. Give me a hug, man.
Good.
How's your arm?
It's healing.
Your ribs?
Yeah, they're fine.
How's your head?
Screwed up.
I don't need this. Stop giving me things that have blinking lights, man. That gives me like, I don't like that.
Where that's located?
Not cool.
You need a flashlight.
No, I don't need, I got a flashlight. Yeah, no, see, it doesn't do any good for me to broadcast. Like, you're close enough with the light on you that I can get you in the picture. I think I haven't checked it. I probably should. Yeah, you're just barely there. You know,
My life story
just barely there. So what do you got there?
There's some scale, fried pork rinds.
Scale fried pork rinds? No, I'm good on that. Thanks. I don't think I'll even do pork rinds anymore. That kind of stuff is not good.
I have a fruit blend salad.
I don't eat McDonald's. I don't eat Taco Bell. What else? What's that? Purifying my statement?
Clarifying.
Yeah, I mean, like, if it was like I had to eat something,
I knew.
I would probably assume eat my finger than eat that stuff.
Now I need a light.
I haven't gotten that far.
No, I'm not kidding. You look at the
Got
research
some
and the
good
studies and
chowder.
the things. You could put a burger in that burger and those
It
fries,
is
one day old. You look at it, 1 year later, it will look almost identical. There will be no decomposition in it. You know? Check it out. Well, you can't check it out. You're not on Facebook. But
No, my wife.
There you go, Mike. Egg salad sandwich.
make sure you check out OccupySF on Facebook. It's
in her life, bro. So she sees McDonald's, right? That's all she would eat in the world.
McDonald's.
McDonald's for over a month. That was it.
So we make sure we get the buttons in there.
Then one
A little
day,
anonymous.
guess what happened? Shock. She feels sick. She feels so sick. Right now, she's got to go to the doctor. Fucking A. You know what the doctor told her? You got cancer, kiddo.
Jeez.
I just got out of the hospital today.
Wow.
Surgery.
Well,
coming
I knew
up.
a little bit about it, so we talked it over. And you know what she decided? She was a vegetarian.
Uh,
Isn't that funny? It was funny because the whole issue never became an issue after that. It was all a wrap. She felt fine. Everything was fine. No more problems, right? So, like, everything was cool. Told my friend, he comes back from up north. This is, I don't know, months later, you know. He asked me, you know, man, you want some venison? I got some venison. I was like, yeah, sure. So I got this big chunk of venison in the kitchen, like, thawing out on the counter, you know. And I go in the kitchen, it was like just starting to get ready to where I was gonna like marinate it, you know. It was time to cook it, you know. And my wife just like comes in like she like rips the fucking door off the kitchen, man. You never saw an animal move like this. She's like, meat. I smell meat. Oh, she wasn't a vegetarian no more, baby.
Oh, I'm not a vegetarian. I'll eat
Well, she knew
meat,
the
but
difference between real meat and fake meat, and she knew that her body couldn't handle fake meat.
Uh-oh, we just lost camera. You hear that beep?
That girl had never seen anything
Just so you
but
guys
real
know,
meat in
it's
her whole
way
life.
too dark to see you, so unless I'm like 3 feet from you pointing a flashlight in you know, for those of you that don't want to be on camera, okay, you got that?
What's that?
Yeah, unless I'm like
If anybody
doing
doesn't
this
want to be
in
on
your
camera, they
face,
don't have to worry. They're not on camera.
it's, I mean, you know.
Oh, I
may
know.
be- they
He
may
works
be
for the
heard, but
CIA.
not
He already
seen.
told me.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify with those that were not aware that are, you know.
I'm sure we got a direct transmission right to their headquarters at all times.
Well, I do have viewers,
Actually, I'm gonna have
and
black cherry cough drops in. I have a sore throat or a cough. There you go.
Well, if them clowns wanted you, then it doesn't matter where you are. Nice.
So let me dig around with this camera and get it going again.
Yeah. What you got here, man?
Yeah, right here. I have cardboard insurance on that.
You didn't go up to the thing. I told them kids to go up there. It's right up the street. Oh, nice. Does that look okay?
Something like that.
That looks okay. I mean,
Let me fix this camera real quick, Mike, and I'll tell you.
I guess.
But I have more for
I don't know why it keeps doing that. I think it's something about the weight of the
Thank you.
cable being pulled down on the camera connector. Really,
Plug shit ain't working.
I mean, I like the camera and stuff. It's kind of rickety though.
We got some fresh fruits.
All right, so that's a beep.
I mean, that's a slice of lettuce, so. There we go.
Quick camera check.
Fuck lettuce. Lettuce is for rabbit.
How's that
All
work?
right. Hey,
Pretty
nice.
good, huh?
Oh, look, it's a party. We got more people showing up here. What do you got?
Bring back some recycling.
Bringing back some recycling.
Hell yeah.
Good man.
What do you got? Bottles and cans.
Check this out.
Like this, and I picked up and carried it.
A little late night recycling. He's just bringing it back to drop it off. He's not even making a dime.
No. But if I do, I'll buy a pack of cigarettes.
Eh,
But
I hear you.
that's the way we do it, clean up the streets.
Hey, I'm gonna walk with you for a minute. I want you to tell the story about losing your gear real quick. Yeah. No. Brief. Whoa. Jeremy here. He let's keep going. Yeah, walk and talk.
Inside, and I'm gonna collect more. I'm gonna go recycling tonight.
Uh-huh.
Because I can.
Sweet.
And I don't have a guitar to make money with, so when
Or are you gonna save that until the morning to turn it in?
You better believe it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna go drop it off like that other lady, because I was like,
No. Negative.
well, so he hasn't made a dime yet, but he's expecting to maybe
Make a few dimes.
couple bucks tomorrow so he can get a pack of smokes. But I met Jeremy Alabama here a few weeks back, and he was playing his guitar and it sounded good, and he was hanging out up here in the hate and trusted some guys. They bought him a beer. Is that what it went like?
Yeah.
And then he went to the bathroom. He came back out. The
Everything
motherfuckers stole his shit. Everything. His backpack and his guitar. Everything he had in his backpack. Clothes, whatnots. And his money-making device, his guitar. I mean, come on. That's just not cool. So I just thought it was a story maybe you should hear. It's kind of a sad one, but... What do you got there? Ah, little
bread.
bread box. Yeah, I'll take a piece of bread.
Here, have some
Oh, and there's
bread.
carrots. Oh wow! Here, see, we got a full complement of food here. Let me set this down and grab a piece of bread first. All right. Thank you. Radishes, carrots.
No, I walked down there and I'm walking towards there.
Mmm.
Shit.
That's some good guys.
Yeah. Blueberries.
It's good and slightly dry, but that's all right.
Well, dry bread's better than no bread.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Beggars can't be choosers, and I ain't complaining.
Negative.
No, a little dry bread ain't no thing. Put a little water with it. It ain't dry anymore. So we got some carrots here I want to show you.
Really healthy.
I'm probably assuming these came from the garden here. Yeah?
No idea.
I'm going to take one of these out. There's a carrot and some bread. I got a little water to wash that off with.
There's a lot of water over here.
Where? Over there? Okay.
Oh, fight. We're ghetto thugging. Alrighty. Radishes. Bread. Enough said.
Uh-huh. Hang it there for a second. I'm going to find this water.
Right there.
Is that good? So I'm guessing the intention was to have people come down here and occupy this space and work and live. You know, if you're going to be here to live, you kind of got to work here too. So it'd be an exchange there, and there'd be food grown here, and recycling for people that needed to exchange money for things, because people these days need things. I love great ideas like that, but I really hate it when people make up a bunch of hype for me to come down and go stream something when I got other projects going on. Of course, I'm glad to be here in solidarity. This is a great carrot, and I appreciate the bread. I'll break bread with my friends and family here and Occupy anytime. You know, I don't know if anybody really knows this. There's a lot of pressure to be a streamer sometimes, a live streamer, Ustreamer, whatever you call it. People want you on the scene, those of us that are still doing it. They want you on the scene like immediately, and then understand that if you're 20 miles away and you have no car and you're homeless as well, operating with what gear you were able to gather up before your unemployment ran out, you know, I don't know, I think you get the picture. I'm glad they got electricity and water here, though. Electricity, water, and there's a toilet, right?
Yeah.
So, pretty much, there are keys to our gardens. I could move in as long as I could come up with $100 a month for the cell phone bill to keep streaming, and then so I don't lose everything I own is in storage. That's another $60, so that's up to $160. And then ideally I'd like to pay my child support, and that's $300 a month. So I had a few people tell me that it should be easy to get donations online and stuff. Just broadcast and put up a link. But it ain't quite so easy, because I've been doing it for, well, solo I've been doing it for 7 months. But I did it for Occupy directly for the first 7 months. And we're close to 14 months, right? 13, so 6.5. Let's split it. October 10th, 2011, I walked up the BART steps and OccupySF was right there. Holy shit, there was quite a few people there when I got there that day. It was just past midnight on the 10th. Caught the last train there. There was probably about 100 people, 70 to 100. I was asking around. I asked around. I said, who's in charge, or like, is there anybody? There was people up mingling around. And finally ran into somebody that wanted to do like a night security patrol. You know, make sure that the campers were safe and keep an eye out for pigs. Cops. And I volunteered for that. I was ready to go. I had a cheap phone with a cheap video on it and stuff. Since then, I've upgraded to a smartphone, which I can't exactly say I like having, but it's a necessary tool for the job. And as an oath keeper, I volunteered for this war, if you want to call it. To protect and serve my country again.
It's a civil war not over race but over wealth.
No, this is what?
It's a civil war not over race but over wealth.
Well, there's a lot of, civil war over wealth. Well, okay, I guess we want to call it that.
If you're poor, it's illegal.
Well, I heard some new intel today, which I can't tell you right now. I'll get back with you on it, but there's some really scary scientific shit that the military has done. Most of the shit I tell you, you probably wouldn't believe me anyway, so fuck. What do you want to do, hang out, or?
I don't know, man. I'm going to walk down there, but then halfway down there, the medicine's starting to wear off, so I can't.
The only reason I'm broadcasting is I told him I'd be on. I'd be broadcasting all night.
I don't know why they fucking
So
built it.
I'm here and I'm broadcasting all night.
Yeah,
I'm a man of my word. I do what I say. I say what I do. You guys want to go for a walk? Cruise around a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
You got some smart to poke?
You want to pot some smoke? I'm thinking we can do that.
Oh me, oh my.
We are anonymous. We are legion. I love those guys.
It's actually very warm tonight.
It is nice tonight.
I'm about to leave my jacket here as a matter
I'm
of
gonna
fact.
put my hat on. We were. Somebody was nice enough to buy me dinner tonight, and they took me into this restaurant and they said, you know, don't get that super big burger. And I said I couldn't even eat that super big burger. Are you kidding me? But it was a nice family-owned type restaurant. It was Vic's or something like that. Anyway, get all my devices here. Everything's picked up. Let's blind the viewers. Where'd you go? Oh. So, I'm sitting there. Oh wait. And this guy next to us says, "Hey, that's a pretty cool hat." And I'm like, "Oh, cool, thanks, right on." He's like, "Yeah, my kid really likes it." And yeah, I was like, "Yeah, it's a classic, man." I didn't want to tell him where I got it because I didn't buy it there. Trust me, I condone stealing at Walmart. You know, if you don't have something and you need it and they're ripping people off, it's like the government. They don't want you doing it because it's competition for them. Anyway, people say it's always been that way. It'll always be that way. The rich are rich, and you know. Oh, here we go. These guys are cruising by. That was 6 up, 5-0, whatever you want to call it. Cops, pigs.
They didn't stop that stop sign.
No, they didn't stop at that stop sign. I didn't have that on camera because I didn't run down there, but you know.
citizens arrest.
Huh. It's starting already. I got off topic when the cops went running by. What was I talking about? God damn it. See, that's a problem with late nights and long days. Yeah, no.
I do.
It's not what I was talking about, but
That's perfect. I forget what I'm talking
it's okay. I'm still waiting for the world to end. What the fuck?
So after 12, it should be Indiana.
Oh God, we're past midnight. Are you kidding me?
God, we're dead, everybody.
Dad, it's been nice knowing that first.
Oh, the camera just went out again. I think I wiggled it. Let me put this back in here. Set this back down. Alright. I'm gonna have to figure out this wiring situation so it doesn't do that in the middle of a major broadcast. Like something that I want to have on film. Oh wait, that's right. That's why I dual record things. One hard line.
Felt a little breeze today.
Christmas Day, I'm going to see Rango, the new Western by,
Turn this back on, see if that works.
No, actually, out here, there was a little breeze.
Yeah, anonymous. Gotta represent.
Apartments down on 14th and Lincoln. When you go by and live in those apartments, I used to live in the apartments and live in
Yeah, I'm having fun playing with my toys.
good.
Secure this box. Here, let's watch Nick. Since it's the only thing with light. It's the shoe cam. Anybody want to get your shoe in on it? That thing will shoot probably all the way up to about here, if I guess I'm right. Super wide angle. Picking up the mix up in the face right now, probably. Sorry. You've been on film before, though. This is the man the cops beat up. Go back and check it out on.
They left a beautiful scar in it.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
You need to be in the light for them to see that, really, and then you'd have to probably be about 3 feet closer.
Now we have some special sound effects coming in. Trim.
Only now without the windows there, you know, the plywood's kind of swaying. So one night, the whole wall started
So we've
going.
been up to, James.
Must have
I
moved.
haven't seen you in a couple of weeks at least.
Yeah, I've been trying to. Just
big
been out
beams
in
up
Richmond
the
or
break
nobody
in the
lives
wall.
there.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, we're you know, I'm just trying to take care of some things that have some stuff up. I was
Yeah.
trying to make plans to get out of here and go film a community in progress that works and lives together to get the food and the bills paid or whatever housing for people.
Are we live now?
Yeah, we're live.
Hi everyone. Please occupy San Francisco.
That's what you're seeing.
Oh, I'm back. I'm back. We're all back. We've never left, actually. Just trying to find out what our fearless leader, Obama, is trying to do with this gun legislation. Crap. But anyway, sorry, James, you were right in the middle of something.
No,
I'm just extremely
anything.
tired.
I'm just here hanging out.
I'm just beyond exhaustion, whatever that is. There, help yourself.
Well, this is fun. This is real fun. You know?
We can make it fun, or I mean, I can
Well,
think things we can do.
I mean, it's not this often that I get to play with my cameras and other equipment toys that are for broadcasting. So, you know, I figured that there was a group of people that were going to be up here doing this that were a major part of Occupy SF, the 101 group down in front of the Federal Reserve, and then those people that got displaced when the police really came in hard and it was raining and cold, they went and dispersed to some warm places and spread out and slept in the BART stations, and then kind of came back together at the retreat.
Right.
You were at the retreat.
It was for a while.
You were at the retreat. A couple times, yeah. You were at the retreat. And these guys were all at the retreat, so I was up at the retreat off and on once I found out how well you guys are doing up there. And the Occupy SF retreat got raided because there was a raid on a building in that area. There was drug dealing going on. Is that what, Nick, do you remember, is that what it was? They were selling drugs, or it was like a big drug running operation, and the SWAT team came in and stuff for that?
I don't remember. I don't recall.
That was the story that I heard why you guys got cleared out. Is that true?
SWAT team?
That they were coming in for...
I had already left.
I heard like all kinds of different stories. There was,
I don't know if it was the SWAT team, but they were pulling a raid.
they were pulling, well, there were guns, cops and guns, right? All right, well, rifles.
No.
Yeah, okay. So if they were surrounding the building with rifles and stuff, that was probably a special tactics team for, you know.
Right.
They want to put us out for good. I go, well, what's the right
I just gotta stretch out because I woke up at like 3:30 in the morning. Oh man, I was so cold.
Nick, why aren't you go inside and sleep inside the...
But I was so tired and out of it last night, and I didn't even go hunting for cardboard. I just threw my sleeping bag down. The drywall gave me a great down bag, actually, mummy bag. Unfortunately, the zippers.
Of course, I hate zippers on the line.
I hate zippers.
Oh, God, dude.
And somehow, I kind of rolled out of it, and I was just laying on the bricks there. It was ice cold. The coldness that shot through my body. I mean, I felt it in my bones, right through my bones. My bones were cold.
Yeah.
If I had any teeth in my head, they'd be chattering.
I
My
lived in
gums
much
were blowing
stable.
up and down.
I laid over there in the greenhouse they built, and I slept most of the day. It was rough. Cold shit killed me.
And last Sunday night, I was over in the Mission. I posted up on 19th Street in the South End. I tell you, I used to live on 18th and South End. It was a block away. That's my old hood. That's my hood, dude.
Okay.
We used to have drive-bys all the time.
Okay.
Norteños. It was that 13 crew where they were in 13 or MX13.
Hey,
M3 or whatever. They're always shooting each other.
Yeah.
Stabbing each other. There's always something going on.
Well, maybe one day let's get rid of each other.
They had two cars going out South Van Ness. I lived right above Kaiser Glass at 18th and South Van Ness. This guy I knew was a friend of mine. I used to go to these recovery meetings. And I stopped. It was a long time ago. But he was a gambler, so yeah, man. He was the best. So I had to make out all the
Oh, this...
basic. You gamble on anything. You know.
I literally have enough battery power that I could stream 24 hours a day if I had
Anyway,
a way to keep charging as soon as the battery ran out, which is what we're doing here tonight.
Chevy I heard the sirens. I'm looking out my bedroom window straight down the street. It's right on my corner. Yeah. You know, I was worried about you. This guy backs up. He's like all screwed up. He backs up and rolls all over his car. You know? He takes off the other way, right? He takes off the other way and hangs a ride. I have a porch outside my bedroom.
We made enough to take about 15 people and just totally lay
He
everybody
went
out.
right went towards the mission street.
And then there was lots left over. Yeah. Eugene still had a bunch of that like a month later.
Flashlight on the street. And the guy who hit the light pole, check this out. No, check this out. His rear license plate fell off. The guy picked it up because here's the guy. And we got him. They started laughing. They thought that was funny. Yeah, his license plate fell off. That's some bad luck.
And then we got shit back. The only one was this one girl, and she made some ass.
You know what's funny is I was thinking about it. I was thinking somebody would think that I was a conceited streamer for watching my own stream while I was broadcasting, but I can't trust anybody else to monitor it as well as I can.
Right. Well, with the people who are going to be drawn here now, there'll be some young folks showing up who will want to be your assistant, and then you just give them an apprenticeship or an internship or something.
We have people coming.
Huh? Oh, they'll show up.
Give them an internship.
Yeah.
Are they bringing their own gear?
Well, I hope so.
I hope so too.
No, but you should choose,
I tried to get.
you choose one or two among them, to basically be your crew.
Yeah.
To go around with the light.
I've tried to. Most of the time I can usually volunteer somebody to just help out right then. I mean, I only need a hand for a few seconds, but and I'm willing to teach anybody something that I know they want to learn. People got to express the interest. I'm not going to waste my time.
No, of course not. I mean, just keep an eye out.
Yeah.
For the right ones to show up.
I've been looking for them. Trust me.
Okay.
But
but the time. I mean, it's showtime is now. It's just arriving.
yeah. Well, why? Because it's the 21st, or because
Lots of young people are coming here to celebrate New Year's here.
oh, up here at Keezer?
No, in the Hague.
Oh, in the Hague.
So, if we just keep cruising through there, just keep an eye out,
Let 'em know
talk
what's
to people,
going on, yeah.
let people know what's going on, those
Well,
who show up here. And
you're the local here. I'm here to help broadcast this what's going on. So
I'm not really local. I'm kind of.
well, you know more about it, more about the area and things here than I do. I mean, are you from Cali? How long have you been here? Just a year?
I got stranded here at the end of August,
Okay.
and by mid-September,
Well,
I gave up trying to reboot my career.
Okay. I've been here for a year, so I mean, maybe you know different things than I know, and that's good. And you are, might I say, older and wiser. So, military intelligence, I salute you, sir.
How many white ops by the CIA?
Get enough publicity so I can actually have kind of a rainbow gathering of anyone who's part of the 902nd MI group in DC.
Well, yeah.
In the era,
You told me about that one.
anyone who was with me in Saigon.
Saigon, Da Nang, 69? Yeah, I was there.
I was Saigon, 70, 71, right in Chola.
Exactly who you
Man, that was 71 is the year I was born. You were fighting the war that like my mother was like, God, I hope he doesn't have to go to war. You know? I grew up around hippies.
Every time I go,
You know?
I feel like
War sucks. Nobody wants to go to war. I don't care what God you pray to.
But he did exactly what he was told to do.
Actually, you'd be surprised though. There are some young warriors who still need to go that route.
Well,
There was no accident about it.
okay.
Nick
Headless Nick. No, I'm good. Thanks. Smoke around, yeah. I got my own cigarette going here. You don't share your smokes when you're sick. So I got my own. You guys enjoy.
Oh, you're sick, man.
Yeah. Haven't been feeling well.
I got a touch of the flu.
That's a good one.
Oh, I got a touch of the bronchitis, a touch of the blues. I gotta touch myself every once in a while, and
It sounds like seasonal affected disorder. No, yeah, I know. I get the blues more too. So,
You got two cigarettes in the ground.
yeah, it's pretty dark out here. Oh, well. Wish that night vision camera worked a little better. I guess I could pull that out and try it again. I'm sure the battery's probably close to charge by now. You guys want to see some night vision? Yeah, the cheap camera. I got it for free. I ordered it from Amazon. They didn't deliver all the way. They didn't get the full order right. So they refunded me, but I got to keep the camera. Sweet. I wasn't planning on paying for it anyway, you motherfuckers.
same marijuana. What year have you smoked?
Oh, why wouldn't I pay for it? Well, they want to give it to me on credit, and I got nothing. I got no job. I mean, I'm working now, but
Man, I almost laughed and I started choking it up.
probably time.
But if that's the case, you know,
Dude,
that,
there
Probably about
was-
time for an archive.
Sounds like real corporate.
in any event, we could end up with some of this shit out there.
All right. Somebody want to give me an update on
Had somebody,
where this is being rebroadcasted on? ONN TV, Global Rev, Nowhere, Citizen Streams. Let me know when we get back. We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned.